Hi, I'm Mia, a voiceover and marketing student from Whalers Creation. Hey, we have a great show streaming on all social media networks called FAMv. It's a talk for teens and young adults. We meet with local professionals from Las Vegas and all over the United States. They share their success stories, challenges, and greatest achievements. Turn us on every Friday at 3 p.m. Foster, adopt, mentor.
Oh my goodness, it is Friday, and Friday is the Conversations time. And today I'm joining here with the amazing superstar in marketing and real estate, the one and only Serena Anderson. I want to dance. I'm like, yes, it's Serena.
Yeah.
Serena, thank you so much for joining us. As you know, our talk show is geared towards young people. Mm-hmm. And so today we're sitting here talking to you about your profession, like what did you do to become the success you are, a little bit about your early childhood, because we want to connect you with kids that are watching and idolizing and want to know how they can become the success like you.
Yeah.
So you're paving the path.
Absolutely.
And so with that said, I want to say thank you for joining me.
Thank you for having me. So excited.
Your energy is like this it's just all over the place. I love it. So she's going to give me energy. We're going to feed off of each other.
Yep, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me. So I want to start off by saying, tell me a little bit about your early years. Tell me about your early childhood and how you grew up, where you grew up, and what choices made you come into your current career.
Okay, very good. So growing up was definitely challenging. My mother had 4 children. She was a single parent. I was the only girl. And so I had a big role. I was her assistant mother, her counselor, her best friend, her everything. So I saw a lot. I grew up very, very quickly, and I was just trained by my environment to really be able to assess who's around, what's going on, what's people's motives. I was very intuitive and very aware of my surroundings.
Wow, I like that.
Yeah.
I went to police academy for like a week. I learned that longer than that, but I was in training, and that was one of the things that they taught us, how to be aware of your surroundings.
Yes.
Like, we would have people to walk into the classroom, walk out, and our teacher would ask us at the end of the class who walked in, what they have on. So it trained you to start paying attention to everything.
Yeah.
So that's interesting that you learned that at an early age.
Very early age.
Yeah.
I think that is an important quality for people to work on, whether or not their environment growing up made them do that, or if you're just older and you need to become more aware. It's very important how many cues you can pick up and people's body language and how they speak and how they act and their demeanor. And you can learn a lot by nonverbal.
Exactly.
I think it's really important.
And verbal too.
Verbal is very, very important, but sometimes what people say don't match with what they
That is absolutely correct.
Feel.
That's absolutely correct. And that's a good lesson for young people that are paying attention.
Yeah.
That, just because someone may smile in your face and pretend to be your friend, it doesn't necessarily mean that the two equate.
Right. Yep.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
So
did you go to college?
I did. I went to college. Well, so let's back up a little bit. So by the time I was a teenager, I went out on my own, and then I definitely had some time of being a teenager and experimenting, trying things out. But by the time I was 17, I was like, no, I don't want anything to do with those types of people. And I think that's really, really, really important is coming to a point of realizing what direction you want to go. And when you've seen certain things and people and how they are and how their life is transforming, and a lot of people in this audience probably have experienced a lot of things and seen a lot of people. And so I realized at 17, no, I'm not going down that path. So I was graduated by then. I was in college, bought my first home when I was 19, started my first company when I was 17, actually. I've been self-employed entrepreneur since then. And so by the time I was 18, 19, I felt like I was like 35. I mean, it was like, I had a company, I had employees, I was in college, I was with my partner, we were starting to have a child, I bought a home. And so I've definitely been very driven, very motivated to have success. And I think that's one of the most important things, is that success comes from within.
Yes.
You know, don't look for handouts from other people. Don't look for ways that someone's going to help build you up. You need to build yourself up.
You have to build yourself up, but I have to also say that it takes others to help you become successful. You can't become successful by yourself.
Right.
So yes, you definitely don't want that handout, but that inner strength that you're speaking of, gotta. I mean, I'm talking to the kids now. You gotta, make those choices. Is this the right person to hang out with, or is this not the right person to hang out with? And I'm glad that you said that.
Yes. Yeah, it's okay to receive gifts that we are given through other people, whether that's helping excel us in our careers or whatnot. But I think what can happen is kind of that victim mentality and wanting to, who's going to take care of me and that sort of thing. That's never going to get you very far.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that handout, that's not going to work.
No. And people want to work with other people and help other people when they see that you're doing it also on your own.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yes. So I think mindset is super important. The way that you talk to yourself, what you say to yourself. I'm a firm believer in doing your own self-love. And you can't truly love anybody else until you really love yourself. Yes.
I like that.
Yes. So when you're getting ready in the morning, you're putting your clothes on, you're putting your shoes on, these are times that you're doing stuff for yourself. You're brushing your teeth. Like when I brush my teeth, I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm saying, you're a rock star. Yes. You're amazing. Today's going to be incredible. Yes. Look for the miracles. And that's how you build yourself up. Yes. Self-empowerment.
I love that. Oh my God. So through all of those things that you did and all the paths that you've taken and the people that helped you to steer into right here and right now, what geared you to becoming a realtor? Because two things that I want to talk about is that you are a real estate person, a broker, and you're also a marketing expert. So two things I want to talk to you about. So tell me, how did you get from, knowing the right people to deal with to I want to be in my own business?
Yes. So as I progressed, I finished 2 college degrees. I got one in human resource business management, and then I also got one in public relations, marketing and advertising. Nice. And also during my years of being an entrepreneur, we started a marketing company and a software development company. We had a magazine, Men and Women's Lifestyle magazine. So my entire adult life has been based around marketing, advertising, connecting people, sharing people's unique businesses. And so it's just been something that's been a part of my life since I was very young.
So what is more prevalent now? Is it the real estate side of you, or is it the marketing side of you? Because there's 2 sides of you. Yeah,
there is. So I got into real estate actually when I was going through a crossroads in my life about almost 9 years ago. My partner and I were divorcing. And so we sold our companies and house and everything. So it was this new point of, okay, what do I want to do? And then that's when I finished my college degrees. And during that time, I was doing modeling and acting and video work and photography and stuff. And I was approached by a broker who was one of our advertisers in our magazine. And he was like, hey, would you be interested in co-starring on a show called Montana Home Hunters? What? It's kind of like GHTV, and your energy is so amazing.
At the top. Yes.
Yeah. Would you like to be involved? I was like, sure, let's do it. So we started filming that, and during that, he was like, Serena, you're in such a great place. Like, come on over, come and join us, and become a real estate agent. So that's what I did. And within 2 years, I became a broker, been a broker ever since. And even when you're a real estate agent or a realtor, you are an independent contractor. You own your own business. But yeah, so I've been an entrepreneur, own my own stuff, doing my own thing. As far as what is predominant right now, it's a mix of both. I have teams on both sides. I have a team with my real estate company. I have a team with my marketing company. So it's me really overseeing everything and making sure that everything's going the right direction and that people are doing what they need to do for their success.
Okay.
And what I also wake up thinking about is, how can I serve today?
Oh, I love
it's
that.
not just about taking. It's not about any of that.
Yeah.
The other part that I think is important to note is when I became a broker and I started Royal Realty in Montana, I also started a nonprofit called the Youth Empowerment Program, called YEP. And the reason why I started those at the same time is because I'm a firm believer that I'm not in business just to make money. I'm in business to give back and to help and then to inspire. I have a deep desire to inspire and to motivate.
And I can understand that.
Yes, you can. So we created that nonprofit, and that nonprofit provides proceeds for underprivileged children in the community that can't afford extracurricular activities. So just the other day, we just approved $450 for hockey, and today the board right now is deciding on another kid for $250 for basketball. So that's very, very important to me. The other part that I do here in Las Vegas as a part of giving back is I am one of the Wonder Women, official Wonder Women in the community.
What's a Wonder Woman?
Wonder Woman is the character from...
So you are an official Wonder Woman.
Yes.
I know Wonder Woman, but you are an official Wonder Woman.
Yes.
Wow. I can still see that too.
Yeah, what's that?
I can still see that. The hair, the eyes,
Yeah, we have some videos and stuff in action, but we go to the Children's Hospital, the ER, the burn unit, and then the other character that I'm one of the officials for is Princess Leia for Star Wars.
Okay, I can see that too.
Yes, so I play both of those characters. And we do stuff with the Miracle League, which is one of my favorite days, with all of the Miracle League kids, and we do softball, and yeah. So my big thing in life is it's not just about me, it's about the team, it's about the community, and how can I serve? What can I do today to help somebody else?
Girl, I love your energy. I love it. So there are a couple of other things I want to talk to you about.
Okay.
So one is, like, how do you tell a young person to follow your dream? To definitely you started out by saying, I decided at 17 that there were certain people I didn't want in my life.
Right.
So how do you tell a young person to help them make that choice, hearing from a mentor? And two, like, what do they need to do to prepare for a career?
Yes.
In real estate, marketing, whatever.
Right. Well, I would say, yes, there's always that thought of follow your heart, but I would say also think about it as an eagle eye view, a bird eye view. So what I mean by that is, what kind of lifestyle do you want to have? That's gonna dictate a lot about the decisions you're gonna make. So do you want just kind of a mediocre life? Do you want a really good life? Do you want multiple houses? Do you want multiple cars? Or are you good with just one? Do you want to live on this side of town or this side of town? What do you want that to look like? So when you kind of get an idea of what your heart screams to you from that perspective, then you can back it up. Okay, what kind of careers or degrees do I need to attain to be able to get to that point?
And if a degree is necessary.
If a degree is necessary. It may or may not be. For me, I was the first one to graduate with a degree in my family. So that was really important to me. And it brings a lot of confidence and self-esteem. And it's also something that you can always fall back on.
Always, because once you have it, no one ever takes it away.
You can't, they can't take it away.
Right.
So to me, I just feel like regardless, put in the time, put in the energy. There's lots of grants, there's scholarships, there's all sorts of opportunities to get free money to do it, or take out loans. And, that isn't awesome, obviously, to have to take out loans, but you're investing in yourself.
You're investing in yourself, and once you have obtained that success level, you just pay it back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it brings, like I said, so much self-esteem and confidence in yourself. And so I think it's good, but whether or not you do it, I think just seeing what kind of lifestyle you want to have is going to start to help shape decisions you need to make now. Who do you need to get associated with? Who do you need to be around? What types of environments do you need to be in?
Say that again. That is so key. Who do you want to associate with? Because association makes people think that, that's you.
Yep.
Whether or not it is or not. But when you socialize yourself with a certain kind of person, that's what the public, that's what the general community perceives and see in you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
You're
that's
like
key.
banging out the ballpark. Yes. So another couple of things here. That you are an author. You have written at least 3 books that I'm aware of. It could be more. So talk to us about each one of the books that you've written and why.
Yeah. So I have some real estate books. I think what's important about writing books and being a part of that is it shows your authority. It shows your knowledge, your expertise. When I go in and I meet with a client and I just simply, put down my book on the table.
You're an expert immediately.
Boom. It's almost like the degree. You throw your degree on the table, it has some weight regardless. But the books are for real estate, so they're directed towards folks that are going through inherited homes, people that are going through a divorce, ways that you can improve your value on your home. And what's really great too these days is that when you get the right people around you and you get to a point where you can hire people and you can do all these things, it makes writing books very easy. Because nowadays you can do talk to text, you can hire people where you tell them exactly what you want and they put it together. So anything that you want to do is achievable. You just set your mind to it and then all of a sudden people come into your life and are like, yeah, I can do that for you.
That's right.
I can help you.
That's right.
And I do believe that it takes a team to make the dream work.
That's right.
And you can't do everything on your own.
You cannot.
But you got to do the best that you can every day and have the mindset that you are a rock star, you're amazing, you have value, and that you can do it. And people will feel it and you'll go places.
Claim it.
Claim it.
It's the attraction of the universe.
It
Claim
is.
It and put it out there. And once you put it out there and once you have decided that this is the lifestyle that you want, it'll happen.
It does.
I've seen it time and time again.
Me too.
Yeah. Wow. So how did you get into marketing exactly? And what do you recommend for a young person that's really interested in marketing?
Yeah. Well, I got into marketing because I realized that everything thrives off of marketing. Every single business needs marketing and advertising, PR, just like what we're doing right now, shooting videos. I have a huge passion for content creation, making videos. I love it. It's all about the reach and being able to talk to people. And back in the day, the news stations and the radio stations had a lot of the power with marketing and media, but nowadays you can be your own media. So I love it. So I've been in marketing and advertising for almost 20 years now, and like I said, the degrees and all that stuff, owned a magazine, all this stuff. But if you want to get into it, then I would say just start going to marketing companies. Ask if you can be an intern. Ask if you can give some value to get in that environment. There's also lots of certifications. You can get certifications through Google, through Facebook, and start going through their certification programs. And a lot of them are even free. And you start getting those certifications so you can put that on your resume and you can go and say, hey, I already have this. This is the value I can bring.
I have to tell you that you just taught me something I wasn't aware of. I didn't know that you can get certifications through those means. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's good to know.
Yep.
Especially for young people and then when the computer is so important to them.
Yep.
Cell phones, computers, whatever.
Absolutely. And there's a massive need for coders and software developers, and that's a massive need. I actually just got an email out from Facebook, now called Meta, but they are actually offering right now certification programs that they're like no degree necessary, take our coding certifications, and that can get you jobs with them and with other companies. Everything's out there.
Everything is out there. Just gotta ask.
You just gotta ask, and that wonderful thing called Google has a lot of answers. And YouTube.
Right.
But I would say, get yourself in that environment. Go to networking events. Find the marketers. Get involved. Provide value, and you're gonna find your way getting it right in there.
Wow. Woo, girl, you are too much. You're too much for me. So let's see here. So if a young person came to you and said, I am interested in a career, but I'm not sure how to get started, and I want to do this. Well, first thing they're going to say, I want to be a millionaire. What would you advise and what would you say to that young person?
Well, first I would say, what would you do with the $1 million? Why do you want the $1 million? What are you going to do with it? And most times what we hear is, I don't know, I'll figure it out when it comes. And what I would say, and my mentors also would say, is that's not how you become a millionaire. Because the universe says, well, you don't have any purpose for it. You're not going to know how to handle it.
What's your why?
Right. What's your why? Why? So I would say get clear on your why, and then the rest falls in place. You're not just going to be just landed with $1 million because you want it. You need to have something of value that you're going to be giving back.
Absolutely.
And then it's going to happen. So if you don't know what you want, then you need to explore. You need to start going out and figuring out what makes your heart sing. What are the types of things you do that you're like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome, I love this. And do that. But don't just, it's not just about like, I want to be a millionaire, I want to be a trillionaire, I want to be no, you need to get clear on your why, and then the rest will follow.
Absolutely. Keen, solid advice. I love it. So if people wanted to reach out to you, how would they do that?
Well, you can reach out to me on Instagram, serena.anderson.broker. You can also reach out to me by email, info@royalrealty.co. And you could also shoot me a text, 406-661-2325.
Awesome. And we will have that strolling at the bottom of the screen too. So if anybody didn't catch it, they'll be able to see it.
Awesome.
Serena, any parting words? Oh my gosh, you're so full of energy.
Yeah, my last parting words is to invest in yourself, focus on yourself, and to maintain a positive mindset. And life is gonna whack you and slap you, but you just gotta keep getting up and keep pushing through, and you can achieve anything that you want. And just know that you are your own biggest, greatest cheerleader.
Absolutely. And don't let anybody tell you different.
Exactly.
Because you heard it first from Serena Anderson.
Yeah.
This has been Fanversations, and I have been delighted to sit and meet with Serena Anderson, the guru of marketing and real estate development. Listen, Serena, thank you. We'll have you back at any time you want to come back.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
You could be the one person that makes a difference in a young person's life just by sharing your professional journey. FAMversation is a weekly talk show that interviews local and national professionals who want to share care. Share the struggles and challenges you had before becoming successful. How did you make it? And what advice would you share with a teen or young adult interested in your career field? Just a half hour every Friday on FAMversation could make all the difference. Plus, promoting your business is an additional benefit. Hey, foster, adopt, mentor, investing in lives of youth. To schedule an interview, call 702-235-5490.